education and academic research at the National State University Kefi some months ago by NEMA, now added with audiovisual communication on disaster and humanitarian outlook by King Salman Relief Center. Disaster management will now be efficiently carried out. The DG NEMA said the system will no doubt promote early response and facilitate efficient management and deployment of life-saving human and material resources. He said the federal government is grateful to the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center of Saudi Arabia for all the assistance it has been rendering to Nigerians.
There is no doubt that the current flood disaster that has affected the entire Federation of Nigeria has tested the wits of emergency responders and has brought to fore the importance of international collaboration on emergency service delivery in the country. Let me say the King Salman Relief Center has been very benevolent to Nigeria and has been a reliable ally.
Leader of the delegation, Alaska Muaz Suleiman, said the King Salman Relief Center is always passionate about assisting the needy in the society. He announced another donation of 16,000 food basket of relief materials to Borno State for another 2 cycles of intervention to be distributed directly to the IDP camps.
Provision of communication equipment will facilitate the communication between NEMA and the field offices and enable NEMA to coordinate humanitarian response to affected population in the country.
The King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center has been extending donations to Nigerian crisis community since 2018. In Abuja, Ilyasu Yakubu, NTA News.
Away from disaster management, Nigerians have been urged to own the fight against crude oil theft and pipelines vandalism. Group Chief Executive Officer NNPC Limited, Mele Kyari, made the call at the ongoing Pengassan Energy and Labour Summit in Abuja. Kyari, who noted that perpetrators collude with experts to defraud the country, says no one will be spared if found complicit in the ongoing fight against crude oil theft. Lydia Sampson completes the story.
Like a thorn in the flesh, crude oil bunkering and theft had continued to make the oil and gas sector bleed in Nigeria. From a little hemorrhage, it grew to become life-threatening. Determined to revive and resuscitate the sector responsible for a large chunk of the nation's economy and foreign exchange earning, the NNPC Limited commenced a life-changing collaboration with the communities and key security operatives, and now the narrative is changing for good. The manifestation of the success story all began when Group Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, revealed that the company has uncovered an illegal 4-kilometer pipeline from Forcados in Delta State to the sea and a loading port that has operated there in the last 9 years. Mele Kyari didn't stop at the revelation when he appeared before a joint Senate committee on upstream, downstream and gas. He was part of a high-powered delegation that defied the rains to visit the site of a bridge, no doubt contributing to the over 22 years of crude oil theft in Nigeria.
The technology already been applied. We still now have visibility around many of the marine activities that are going on. We see visibility around most of our assets, and we're improving on this. Obviously, technology is part of this intervention.
There will be a thorough investigation, and everyone who is involved certainly will be brought to justice, and the law will take its course. Then, of course, right here at the terminal, the fact that it's been shut down for quite a while means that a lot of losses have come to the country. And so measures that have been taken now to restore, export will be heightened.
They all lamented the unprecedented rate it has assumed in recent times. Kyari revealed that 3 operational facilities of Forcados, Bonny and Brass Oil terminals have all been shut down as a result of the high rates of crude oil theft, leading to the loss of about 600,000 barrels per day. The joint operations and partnership with communities is already yielding immediate impact.
One of the contractors, Tantita Security Service, is the one that makes this apprehension, because the whole architecture is anchored around detection, deterrence, response, and recovery. I think there's no doubt that we have made significant success in terms of detection, in terms of deterrence, and in terms of response. What is now left is for Nigerians to start witnessing the recovery journey. And I think before the end of the month, you will see the benefit of all the architecture that has been put in place. We have anticipated that this architecture will start yielding results in 90 days, but what we are seeing is that we will start seeing in about 60 days.
With the community spearheading securing the waterways and the critical operations of crude oil, the thieves, they say, must realize they can no longer be at ease.
It's among the list of vessels being monitored constantly, and it's been evading authorities for quite a while now, and its route is very funny. It's been frequenting the Niger Delta and at the same time carrying crude illegally to Ghana, precisely Tema.
As the community leaders engage to keep watch over the waterways continue to navigate and patrol, they are optimistic that with the renewed sustainable efforts, the end of crude oil theft and bunkering may be sooner than anticipated. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
And Lydia's report ends the news at this time on NTA International. Thank you so much for your time. Do remember to always join the campaign against rape and rapists. I'm Elizabeth Omori, and our sign language interpreter is Precious Ozemina.
Welcome to Africa, the land of ancient civilization.
To every politician, as the campaigns gain momentum and passions begin to rise, remember, the errors of your opponents do not make you a success. Do not run down your opponent and inflame passions to violence between and among your supporters. What counts is what you plan to do for the electorate and how you intend to relieve the sufferings and bring succor. Nigeria is in dire need of patriotic leaders at all levels, leaders who will make national development their priority. Concentrate on telling the electorate what you intend to do when you get into office. Focus on making your vision clear to the electorate. Don't engage in verbal abuses, fake news or speeches. Keep dealing with issues that will bring progress. You win the hearts and minds of the people by being above board, by being civil, patriotic, and showing empathy. Let's join hands to make the 2023 elections peaceful. A message from the National Orientation Agency.
Technology has changed the way things are powered, how goods are manufactured, how people communicate, and the way goods are transported. These new developments allowed the Industrial Revolution to grow rapidly and spread throughout Europe, the US, and Asia. I believe that with the knowledge of how inventions contribute to the Industrial Revolution, Nigeria can as well become Africa's technology hub. And that's one of the visions of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI. Today we bring you part 2 of technological activities of one of the NASENI's major research institutes. And that's the Scientific Equipment Development Institute, SEDI, Enugu, where Nigerian scientists and engineers have excelled in local manufacturing of machines, industrial parts, agri equipment, automobile parts, and other products made of metal, aluminium, and plastics. Hello and welcome to NASENI Milestones, a program where we reveal the technological know-how of Nigerians and how best to leverage on that for sustainable industrialization through homegrown manufacturing machinery. Now let's get down to technology business with a second visit to SEDI Enugu. My name is Kirian Umayo. Thank you for joining us. This is the Meteorological and Material Research and Development section of SEDI, where metallic and aluminium components of some machinery are produced. And here is Chief Engineer Festus Ugwoke.
These metallic components, you can see, are durable aluminium products, professionally called Duralumin. Some years back, the Institute considered the need to produce a single-cylinder vulcanizing engine. And this unit inherited the making of these aluminum products because some other components of the engine were made in other units of the system. So this is piston. This is carburetor head. This is carburetor float well. This is connecting rod itself. This is oil sump. This is top cylinder. This is engine cover. And this carburetor A inlet manifold. All these are special aluminum alloys that were composed and made here. As the name applied, we are not restricted to metallic work alone because of materials. In view of that, we source this sand. This is the river sand. It's a special sand from a particular river, which we collected. This is limestone ground, plus other materials. These two were sourced locally. We melted them along with some other materials and got this. This is the stage in the glass production. We have not completed the process. It's still ongoing. We also consider that toner is needed in the country by every office, both government office and private offices. And we felt we can embark on the production of toner. So this is magnetite iron ore. It was still gotten from Nigeria, somewhere in Kogi. This is the way it is when we got it. And then we ground it to this. The difference in color is as a result of reaction with oxygen. In the laboratory, in the school laboratories and other laboratories, boiling experiments are done regularly. That the wire gauze used under the on top of the Bunsen burner is made with asbestos, and we know the effect of asbestos on human being. we decided to look for another material that will be less harmful to the people using it. Also, here, this is crucible pot. It is not made in Nigeria, and we use it here, and so many other companies use it to melt non-ferrous metals, and even ferrous metal alike. Many foundries need it. So we decided to source material so that we can be producing the crucible pot in this country by ourselves. This is a 500-ton high-pressure die casting machine. It's one of the machines used in producing all those metallic components I showed you there. We have 280-ton there. We also have the low-pressure die casting machine that is used in producing the piston I showed you there. It is here where we made the liquid metal in the furnace here, be it aluminum or copper alloy. The die mold mounting now is for the top cylinder. That's the one on the machine now. So the machine closes. When we start it, it is semi-automatic. This is a low-pressure die casting machine that we use in producing those pistons you saw there.
We go next to the Advanced Manufacturing Center and Foundry section, to be precise. Here, Ilo Chuangu Chukwumwendo, Deputy Director, Engineering Design Services, introduces various machinery and the foundry services obtainable at SEDI, Enugu.
This is a mold that has been made in a sand, and is a mold of a triple pot stand. So the cavity has been made and it will be closed. So this is a sample of the one that has been casted, and that's the liquid metal. So you can open it, you will see what we meant by casting. So this is the metal that has been casted. So this is the cavity. So they will now repeat the procedure again. You will see, cover this one and then do the casting. In foundry, we will make use of sand to create the mold because it has high heat resistance. So ensure that the mold is fully covered. This is the display of foundry castings. The flywheels, the cast iron engine blocks, the rotors, the lock nuts, and many of them. That one there is an engine block for vulcanizer engine. So it was done in this place. Yeah, this is also an anvil. Now, but this one is one of the pattern. So this one is wood, but this one is metal. It can't leave this one. So this is what helps us to create the shape on the sand. Then you now bring it out. So this is the machine that was used in producing that product. It's for mass production, and it's horizontal cold chamber high pressure die casting machine. So it has a metal mold that is permanent. So the metal mold will help you to be repeating the product. So this is the funnel that we use in heat treating our products. Any product that we want to reduce the strength or increase the strength. If we want to reduce the strength, we put it here and heat it up until it gets to the temperature that we need. We allow it to cool down with the furnace, and it's called annealing or normalizing. We just bring it out and allow it to cool on the surface of the area. But if we want to impart the strength on it, we put it here, cover it with carbon. That's called carburizing, or we just do hardening. We bring it out at that high temperature. We now put it in the water bath or oil bath. It will quench it to make it stronger. Now, what you are seeing here is pedal power cassava peeling machine. So in the same, we say pedal power cassava peeling machine, that it does not require any electricity, just human exercising by pedaling the pedal. It will now be rotating this barrel. Now, inside the barrel, you will see a brush that will aid in removing the back of the cassavas or potato. So this is what will help in removing it. As the barrel is tumbling, by aid of friction, it's removing it. Now, it does not require any electricity, just clamp on it and pedal. Then here also is another machine. So this one is for meat graying, in the sense that it offsets the heat It doesn't allow heat to go directly to the meat or chicken that you want to grill or dry. It's good for those people that are into suya making. So you separate the person from the heat. So this where you put your heat or charcoal, you inflame it. The heat will now flow underneath and it will be grilling your products. So as you're doing that, you can also collect the oil from the machine. Now, this way you collect the oil that is drained out from it. Then this way you now monitor the temperature of it. So you monitor the temperature, what is inside, the exhaust is here. So coconut oil extraction. This is also for coconut oil, and not just coconut oil, for any other seed that has oil content, you now use to extract the oil. Then this is also another machine for charcoal briquetting. So all these machines, they also need charcoal. So also this one, those waste, rice husk, sawdust, you carbonize it and extrude it. You have double outlet. So you collect it, you cut it and allow it to dry. It can be used to be cooking or meat grain.
Some machines have been designed for the purpose of animal feed. These are specific machines for specific reasons. Let's learn more about these specialized machines from Dr. C.N. Ifediego.
Here you can see a multi-feed plant. In the feed industry, feed manufacturing, there are various animals. Each animal requires different sizes of feed. And the requirement, even among the same animal, like if you come to pig, depending on the age of the pig, the size of the feed varies. Because of that, we needed to have one machine that can handle different animals' feeds and animals in different growth area, age. So that's why we designed this. You can use it for fish feed, you can use it for poultry, you can use it for pig, you can use it even for cow. What you need to do is to change the parameters to suit. If you look here, for feed, most of our people, even abroad, they are now using co-products, that waste, byproducts from agriculture and food processing to feed feeds, to feed animals. And some of these contain some bioorganisms that affect the animal. So they need to be killed by cooking. That's why we have these heating elements to heat the material in the barrel. And then it will now come out as pellets in different sizes. You can change this to the size, depending on the size of animal and the type of animal, you change this to suit. For fish, you need a dye that has smaller number of holes so that the pressure will be more. So that will make it to produce feed that will float. So depending on the type of fish again, some fish require feed that float on the surface, some on the middle, and some even feed on the one that sink. So depending on the animal you want, you will regulate the parameters to give you what you want using this machine.
There are indeed a good number of machines designed, fabricated and manufactured at SETI Enugu for scientific purposes, plus other projects related to scientific and agricultural equipment. We have Engineer FOB and Enekwenchi for explanation.
This is one of those machines we are researching on. This is essential oil extractor. During the process of extracting the oil, you introduce your product into the heating system. At a certain temperature, the steam started ascending to spectrum and advance into the condenser where heat loss takes place. Then the steam condensed into liquid and flew through the outlet into the collecting chamber until reasonable amount of liquid is achieved. Naturally, less dense medium oil is normally be on top of liquid. Then, as you can see, these are the machine.
For science kits, you can see pulleys, triple pulleys. You can see slotted weights. You can see insect nets. You can see borer rig apparatus. You can see bouncing borer. You see microscope. Also are being produced here. Okay, coming to spare parts and the molds. You can see molds. What are molds? See foreign molds, plastic molds. You see this vice, it is produced here. All these things are done here. This is the milling machine. Milling machine is the machine we use to produce gears. You can see many different gears, both spiral and the bevel, and straight gears for machines. Otherwise, the milling machine, first blade machine. This is where you turn this. This is the top stand base. This is being cast there, and we are now producing it to be finished. This is what are doing here. The part of the pulleys is being produced here. See it?
SETI Enugu is widely known for production of science kits for students, and it has advanced this project to the different categories of students.
What we do here, by way of summary, we package science kits. And science kit is a mobile laboratory designed for junior secondary school to be used as a teaching aid to teach junior students. Because if we check the curriculum of a junior secondary school, they are not supposed to have standard laboratories. It's only senior secondary schools that have laboratories. The chemistry lab, the physics and the biology lab. But for the junior secondary school, they don't have. So having looked at that, we looked at the curriculum of junior secondary school, looked at the experiments that they are supposed to undertake. Based on that, we had to pick up the apparatus that are necessary to perform those experiments. Then we had to put them up as a science kit. And if you look at this place, you can see one.
The basic truth about what we already know concerning the capacities and skills of Nigerian engineers and scientists is that their exploits can only be impactful on all aspects of our technological development when what they produce are deployed by the small and medium-scale enterprises to facilitate their own local production and add value to their products. So the SMEs are advised to contact NASENI and its development centers for negotiations and subsequent seeding of their technology to them for commercialization and mass production. This is the global best practice and standard in pursuing homegrown technology development. There is no better way to grow technologically than to do it ourselves. And that's the major reason NASENI was created. And today, the management of the agency, under the leadership of Engineer Professor Mohammed Haruna, is calling on the private sector to take advantage of available competencies and skills in NASENI to grow their businesses and support a gradual growth of the nation's economy powered by homegrown technology. Let's now invite Engineer Professor Mohammed Haruna.
The good thing about our scientific equipment is that you can do practical anywhere, mobile laboratories. People can carry his handbag home, which contain all the kits he needs. He can do practical at home. He can do homework. There is battery. Even if they don't have electricity, dry cells provide energy at their own level, and to a higher level at tertiary institution, we attach with solar module, solar panel, that you can generate electricity anywhere and be able to apply, because this is compulsory. One of the reasons why we have failure and dwindling quality in our products from tertiary institution is what we garbage in from primary school to secondary school. And we are challenged because we used to come across workers that they have excellent results, but the equipment they are supposed to be master on it, they have never seen it practically. They don't even know, they have never seen it. They can operate it. So we intervene, not only producing and selling and marketing, we donate to schools in their areas of specialization to ensure that This intervention will guarantee that practically hands-on practical are achieved during the training of our graduates, because we are concerned about the quality, the quantity, and the integrity of the scientific know-how we have, because that is a must. Because what Naseni needs to achieve its own mandate of industrialization, including the human capacity, which is more critical. So we are catching them young, follow their training. In fact, we even provide training for the lecturers of tertiary institutions in modern techniques of delivering teaching methodologies, and the latest software in the world. Naseni will always have it and be able to make it available, and we do that to ensure it's the responsibility of these cities to keep on track.
Here is the acting managing director of SEDI Enugu, engineer David Daniel.
If you look at our schools, for the basic science schools, it will change the trajectory of our schools, because we've done some studies. All the few areas where we've been able to apply this our kids to, we found the results in their school exams, the WAEC, the physics, chemistry, biology. There's a change. And all you need to do, just have this there. So it means that once you can have this thing that will change the interest on the science area, and then the result is coming out, you have people also going into this area of science-based subjects, and then at the end of the day, we have a big critical mass of people who are having these skills in the country. And then for the science kit is there, and then we come again to another area of the microelectronics kit. We've also developed it here. It's another place that we also need to, because if you pick everything the way the world is going now, the digital economy, everything is all based on logic gates, ICs. And then we have the capacity here to be able to proliferate these ones and then build on critical mass, so that in this country now can really run into that. Then the other side is the agricultural area. For instance, we have a multi-feed plant here that we intend really making very much more use of it into the market. Why? When you have it, you can produce your own feed yourself, whether for fishery, whether for piggery, whether for chicken. You have all those things. So the machine is there. You don't, if you look at the exchange rate now, you can't keep importing, but we have the machinery here for you to produce. And then we're also venturing now, doing some work into researching the component parts, so that the mix that you have, we also want to have a technology in that area, so that we can also see both the machinery and then the process and then the process, so that our agricultural area is also tackled. Then you also have your electronics area is also tackled. Then we have the science knowledge is also tackled. Then we also have areas like cassava processing. It's also a big market. We have products too that we need to also push into that market. So 4 of these ones in all the different areas, we're tackling them, not to talk of other things. We have other areas where for the industries, we have some machineries where we believe we can offer services to be able to make them be competitive in the business.
Science, technology, and innovation hold the key to the progress and development of any nation. In Nigeria, the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, is the catalyst for a paradigm shift from the utilization of conventional manufacturing technologies to advanced manufacturing technologies. Through its development institutes across the nation, NASENI is involved in the areas of reverse engineering, nanotechnology, advanced class content, education tools, agricultural equipment, and pioneering projects in the manufacture of solar plant models, electrical and electronic products, multi-purpose machinery, and lots more. Join us on NASENI Milestones and learn more about nurturing an appropriate and dynamic science and engineering infrastructure base for achieving home-initiated and home-sustained industrialization for Nigeria. NASENI, creating enabling environment for local mass production of standard parts, goods and services required for Nigeria's technological achievement. Well, and that's our package for today. We thank you for watching and do join us again next week when we return with a fresh edition of Naseni Milestone. Belong to the vanguard of homegrown technology. I am Kyrian Umayo. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.
Our pastors, our imams, in every church, in every mosque, please realize that in the course of praying for peaceful and transparent elections, we all have duties beyond prayers. If we want a stable society before, during, and after the elections, what should you be saying to those that worship with you? All Sundays and all Fridays, you are saddled with the responsibility of bringing up good generations. It is therefore your duty to both man and God to ensure peace all the time, no matter about elections alone. People talk to people and people listen. Talk to your followers. Make them listen to ensure peaceful 2023 elections. This message from the National Orientation Agency.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you in your living room, office, everywhere and anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs, and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel 91, Preview UK channel 264, or you can download www.visiontv.co.uk, app for iOS or Android. You can also see us on Facebook and YouTube for quality content on the go. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can watch NTA International live on your TV, computer, iPad, tablet, and phone. Log on to visiontv.co.uk and click on Entertainment, then NTAI. You can also download the iOS or Android app on your mobile devices to watch NTA International on the go, anywhere in the world. NTA International, your window to the world.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Now, you can hold that dream occasion without stress.
Horizon Caterers will provide answers to all your catering questions. Exquisite hall designs, mouth-watering and nourishing local and continental cuisine, suitable for all types of ceremonies, including weddings, AGMs, business luncheon, cocktails. Name it, we can bring it. Our chefs and executive waiters give your guests that unforgettable experience in service. Our service covers all states of the Federation. Call us today to book your occasions. 0805-502-9637, 0803-450-9726, 0909-9708-111. Horizon Caterers, experience catering beyond the horizon.
Bet on your luck with OneXBet. Test your luck and get a chance to win one of the super prizes. Bet on the sports event with OneXBet. Get the tickets and take part in the super cool prizes draw. TechnoSpark smartphone, powerful generator, or a cool Bajaj motorcycle. Bet on your luck with OneXBet.
What is happening? Your eyes are red. You are armed with a machete and a gun.
See, I am angry and I can't even contain it. See.
Oh, my guy, calm down.
See,
calm down.
See, Oga, I have planned to go and destroy these food businesses in the city. I have to retaliate for what they've done at our own place. They cannot eat their cake and have it now. Never.
If you destroy their business here and they destroy that of those close to you over there, especially that your brother who sends you steady cash, how would you survive? Would your dreams be on hold?
See, what you're saying is correct. But I'm still angry.
Best way is to embrace peace. With peace and unity,
my people, let us embrace peace and unity. Let's learn to live as brothers and sisters for a progressive, prosperous nation. This message is brought to you from the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Hello and welcome to NAFDAC and Your Wealth. Every week on the program,